Sky Prophet, baby. Back with another video for you. Head, place, and space. Hope is in the right place. Hope your mind frame is in the right place. I feel a need to tell everybody I love y'all. I love y'all. Spirit love you. And you got a bunch of other energies around you that love you. It's just in case you ain't where you supposed to be. See, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. It's so many roads and avenues and individuals out there that you would take a step off track and not truly be aware of it. Truly think that you're still within your parameters. The good part about it is you got that GPS system to you that'll let you know when that occurs. I guess I'm saying that because some individuals have to realize that you're still in a learning phase. Even though you're with spirit, even though you know you're with source all the time, it's still things that you allowed to do along the way. It could be a big test, it can be a little test. But you have to understand that whenever you step into that place and space where you know you're walking with spirit, you have to understand that you're not exempt from these dark negative energies. Prophet sending blessings, guidance, and protection, integrity, strength, focus, and understanding. Each individual out there, no exceptions, never no exceptions. That energy that you hold to yourself, that light, it only goes away if you cut the switch off or if the bulb go out. See, dark energies, like I said earlier, you hold your light, it can't be within it. As bad as it would want to, it just can't be within it. It could send somebody to see if you could let somebody cut the switch off or something like that. But understand, when they open that door, if you standing right there, nothing can get in. That's just what it is. Now we talking about, we could talk science if you want to on that. The dark can't exist without the light. I mean, the dark can't exist within the light. It just can't. It's no way possible for it to exist within the light. I need you to understand that, because whenever you go somewhere, it don't matter how much darkness is there. If you bring that light, that darkness not there no more. It's not there no more. And it know how to shape up. You got to understand how powerful your light is, how powerful that love that you hold within yourself is. See, what we're doing is tapping into something everybody should have been on. We tapping into our ancestors. We tapping in our Akashic. We tapping into these ancient energies right now. Okay. So when it comes to religion, if you would trace religion back. I'm talking about far back as you can trace it to the first religions. It wasn't all that what we take it to be. Christianity and all that. See, the first religions was really based off of your Akashic records. Like the first religions, they understood that they were the ancestors. They understood to incorporate their ancestors in everything that they did. This is the first religions. This is not a big group of individuals that's come up with a plan. I'm talking about they developed this through their own senses. They knew this earth was alive. And now, the things that you know, they coming out your Akashic. They coming out of you. Right now, your free choice. Your free choice is, it creates your reality. Definitely that. Because it controls what you allow yourself to think and be. But when you turn back and you look at civilizations and how things was, and then you put you back there with your free choice, your free choice wasn't also good. A lot of your free choices was dark. A lot of your free choices was negative. A lot of your free choices was out of ego. A lot of your free choices was just following suit with the ways of the times of the ways, time and space. So for you to wake up within this lifetime and be able to make all positive decisions all day long, man, pat yourself on the back. Man, every hour on the hour, man, pat yourself on the back. I don't think you realize how far you've came on this planet. I don't think you realize how far you've come within your consciousness. See the consciousness that you got? That's not the one I have, no. We hook to the same field of consciousness, but yours not like mine. You got your own journey with that consciousness that you have. I have my own. This one been on a journey. So has yours and everyone else's. We have a lot of things that we can agree with now because of the growth as a collective. Each individual, though, as a collective. So all this connecting and all of this uniting and all of this, I see it your way, and that took individuals, generations on generations, man, for us to achieve and be where we at right now. That's why I said this is important, whether you take it to be or not, whether you feel it in that sense or not. You literally, you laying a new foundation for the way things is gonna be going on from here. Whenever individuals go to church, you go to church, the preacher connect you to God, you can say. Read the same thing you read. And when you go to other places, wherever it may be, for somebody to bring you to God, how does that work? Because the only thing that you could find is something that's inside of you. The only thing you can find is a connection that's inside of you. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with church. That's not what prophet meaning. I'm trying to bring you to the understanding that every piece of your makeup, every chemical to your makeup, every part of you, every cell, every inkling of you, every little tiny piece, as much as you could break it down, has God in it. Has God in it. I think individuals need to come around to understanding God is them, within them. And never look for it outside of yourself. Never look for God outside yourself. See, the only way I'm going to find God outside of myself is if I run across you, that loving individual. Yeah, it's different ways for us to communicate. You know, we all know that, but that's personal things. Words come from humans. Messages come from humans. See, it's easy for individuals to think that an angel can do something for them, but you don't think you could do it for yourself. You believe that God will come through for you, but you don't believe you can come through for you. You got to understand, you walking out here, you taking the steps. Whenever God talk to you, God don't move for you. That presence is always with you, but that presence go where you going. You don't move, it don't move. Because it's designed like that. It's designed for you to say, hey, y'all come with me, please. However you say it. I give y'all permission to help me. I give y'all permission to work things out for my highest good. I give y'all permission to block anything that's trying to hinder me. You got to give it. Same thing with your body. You got to give it. See, that's the times we coming into. We coming into the times of you understanding that power that you always knew to be was yours. It was really your power. You just gathered the information and you thought that all this power was outside of yourself, this big old force outside of yourself. I told you that you're advancing and you're enhancing. Your life force is enhancing too. That juice you got about yourself is enhancing too. You know what I think? I think that you be sure of yourself. I think you just be sure of yourself. I think that you know every right and every wrong. I think when you read people, I think you read them the way you need to read them. I think the way you react is based off of your feelings. That's what I think. I think that you don't say truly what you really want to say. This is what I learned. If you want individuals to respect you in a real way, tell them the truth. Because the truth, when you tell it to them, is gonna be the only thing that challenges them in their reality. And I'm not saying challenge them in that way, but when it comes to the truth mess people head up when people hear the truth, like, because people not used to that. You know, like, it's like every individual be lying. You know, like, it's like little lies is, I can't even explain it, man. I can't even explain it, because you can just call it not the truth. And when people hear that, I don't want to say it shocks them, but that's why you be having a lot of talking behind the people back, and they think they better and all of this stuff. Because the truth is not easily, it doesn't easily come out of individuals. Yeah, you went to the store. Yeah, anybody can say that. Man, you the one did that to... No. You know, it's a big difference. We all know that. But it's like the truth. As long as you could tell the truth, it's going to always challenge an individual if you telling them about themselves. We all have something to hear. We all have something to hear that we might not like. As much as you would think, as much as you might think you in your element, remember, ego is always a part of you. See, just the way we operate, the way we set ourselves up, our routine up, our way of being up, is a sense of ego, is a sense of, this is how I want to do it. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just explaining these things. You know, because some of us be thinking that we not with ego no more. You know, like, ego went somewhere. Like, everything that's a part of you is still a part of you. All you did was transmuted energies that came towards you and that you had to work on when you got here. But that's energies. Transmuting is a function that you have to yourself. But ego is an aspect of you. That aspect can't leave you. It can't leave you. That's part of your lessons. See, it's almost like we don't go through lessons if we're not operating out of ego. Like, ego is the lesson. Whether we doing it within ourselves or whether we facing somebody else's ego. That's the lesson. Ego the one that bring the lesson. Always. Ego and shadow always bring the lesson. You don't learn no lesson. God doesn't test you. Put it like that. God doesn't test you. And I know we have a lot of that. Individuals think that, but God doesn't test us, man. God is love. God know we transmuting these energies. We not getting tested. We just simply running across energies that we have to transmute. It's all working in the way it's just supposed to work. I guess it seems like you could say that, but God not gonna test us, man. God loves us. God know what you're capable of doing. It's no test to be nothing. Like it's like your boss has energy, my boss has energy. Shit, that shit just meant to run across certain energies. That's it. Because the energies that we hold about ourselves is the only energies that's gonna get rid of or that's gonna transmute whatever those energies is. There's a lot of people on this planet can't take those energies. That's why we face them. And everybody faces that on their own little level, in their own little way. But when you holding positive energy, that's what you're meant to do. Transmute energies. Especially the more and more you fall into that, this is what I hold, this is a part of me. I'm positive. I love you. Don't matter what you do. I said I love you. We hold space. We open up a lane. We open up a lane for these negative energies to come on in. That's it. And the better, the firmer, the bigger we grow within ourselves, the easier it becomes. See, I don't think these witches, whatever you call them, I don't even call them that no more. Like there's no respect right there. There's no respect. That shit weak. When you reach a certain level, you see that shit for what it is. It's the way you think is what even allows that shit to even play with you. But you really immune to that shit. Like that shit can't even touch you. But let me ask you this then. You right there with that piece of God inside of you. Can that shit fuck with God? Can it touch God? Can it, huh? Nah, it's not meant for that. It's this. It's when we in these low vibrations. We don't be thinking we in them. But all of y'all now that done awaken and that understand that this positivity run the show, these thinking positives run the show, these affirmations run the show, this God, every piece of God in myself that I can bring out runs the show. You should see that the negative energies, you probably don't even encounter them now. You probably don't even encounter them now. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer. In what, Prophet? In the things I believe in. That's a lot of different things. But I'm a firm believer that you can't be affected by it no more. That you hold too much love within yourself to be affected by it. See, there's a reason you got those words like that. Love and light. Because either way you phrase it, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. What would make you be allowed to see something that you didn't see before? I didn't see it before. Everything you didn't see before would affect you. Everything you didn't see before, it would affect you. That's how much God loves you. But that's how much we love ourselves. Because you never get to, God not just shifting nothing. Source, Spirit, Creator, Most High, not just shifting nothing of it. I'm going to tell you that. Me to you. He not shifting nothing. We the shifters. We shift things. That's why you need to have faith in yourself. Source got your back. As long as you walking how you supposed to walk. But you got to understand that you the walker. You the light bringer. You the light bringer. See, at one time, what it was? One man? That's what it say? One man. He had to send the earth. One man. Some people say he had to be the one man. No. No way. Jesus wasn't source in no flesh. Source can't inhabit no human vessel, man. Man, the piece of source that you are is so small but so big. Source can't inhabit nobody and walk on this earth. Jesus was just connected beyond where we at. That's it. And then I'm not even gonna say where we at, because that's where we at. Individuals just don't understand that. Individuals don't focus that much. But you see these boys controlling the wind, all of that. That shit is a real thing. Because this planet is for you. It's hard for us to think and believe that, okay, yeah, we know we say God, everything, yeah, but put God right there. Look, everybody can talk to him at the same time. Your brain can't think like that. Your consciousness can't think like that. It just can't. And your consciousness is like everything, but it's not that. It's not the divine creator, man. See, when we say we know all things, that's a real thing. But we have to allow ourselves to understand the place and space we in, though. We not above source. We not above source. Source giving us downloads. We unlocking. So none of us can put ourselves in that place. Like, we have to be clear on that. You can say you're a God, and a God is all you want, because it's true. But we not source. Like, we not the source of things. It's important for y'all to understand that, so we don't get off track, because there's a lot of people gonna be waking up more and more. So we gotta make sure that we got the right perspective in place for every individual to understand. And we make sure that it don't happen like it happened to us in the past. If y'all remember, a lot of y'all maybe not. But everybody wanted to be God. Everybody understood they had this connection. Everybody knew these energies was working with them. But ain't nobody wanted to respect source. So I want you to know that that phrase that you heard, I give it to you, and I could take it away. That's where it came from. I don't know where you thought it came from, but that's how it came about. It came about from us not understanding. And yeah, I said us, me, you, whoever that is sleeping back there, they always sleeping. Keep them up. But that's what it was. It was the God component along with our ego. That's how you get that dark shadow, that dark night of the soul. It's a lot of things that I'm not gonna say was twisted up, because everything brings us to this place. But it's a lot of times in our past, mine and yours, lifetimes, that we didn't make the right decision. I'm sitting here wise, and you sitting there wise. It was like that. But our consciousness wasn't like this. Yeah, I know what I know. You know what you know. But I didn't love you like this. You didn't love me like that. Like I know you love me now. It just wasn't like that. You gotta understand, when you hear these words, greed, like, you gotta really go back to where it meant, because it doesn't start with no Adam and Eve shit. Like, it doesn't start right there. You should know. I know you feel you beyond Adam and Eve, huh? You beyond Adam and Eve. They got millions of planets. civilizations out there. Millions of civilizations out there. Millions of civilizations out there. You was part of every one of them. That's how wise we are. How you can what? Right? But start thinking about how things came about. Yeah, you had a mom and a daddy. Yeah, they had one too, and yeah, they had one too, and yeah, they had. How far you gonna go back? You gotta go all the way back to where they didn't have none. Period. You gotta go back to where they didn't have no grass, they didn't have no trees, they didn't have none of that. You start with the elements. You start with the elements. Air. Don't you think air was here first? Air has to be here first. Air has to be here first. And then is earth. And then is earth. And then is fire. See, it's fire to shape the earth. The fire shapes the earth. And then is water to put out that fire. And the earth is formed. And you made up of that water. Most of that water. That's what your chemical makeup consists of. That's why you sweat like a pig and a hog and all that shit y'all be saying. But it's a real thing. You got to understand the elements. And I know people got their different ways of how they think of it. But I guarantee you it was air, earth, fire, and then water. How else you gonna shape it? You can't say earth and then fire, or earth and then water. Water definitely lasts, because water puts everything out after it's formed. There's a lot of things that you don't know. There's a lot of things that prophet don't know. But there's a lot of questions you can ask Source, and he gonna answer them for you. He gonna answer them for you. Let me tell you what matters when you're talking with Source. You know, I don't know if anybody told you this, but I'm being led to. You gotta be genuine with what you want to know. The thing with that is this: you can't lie to yourself. You know you can't lie to yourself. So you can't lie to Source. Like, you gotta really feel and mean just how you feeling. Or it's not gonna work. I'm gonna put it like that. It ain't gonna work. Because God is in every piece of your body. So if you're not sincere, it's gonna show. You're not gonna come up with nothing. And I think I need to tell individuals that, because I know it's some individuals that don't realize why. And that's why. Because you're not sincere when you're trying to connect. You know, we still have individuals trying to show off that they connected to Source. So it's not letting that shit happen, man. Because we're not supposed to be out here like that. We're supposed to be respectful out here. I know some of y'all, if nobody watch y'all on a video or actually just know you, they'll run across you, they'll pass you all day long and now have no idea who you are. Because that's how we walk out here. That's how we meant to walk out here. Our energy is noticeable when individuals can pick it up. It's just now when individuals pick it up, they ain't came around to understanding why they picked it up. They not understanding that it's to help them. Wow, that's an angel in my world to change and help me. They don't take it like that because everybody be within that ego. But everybody don't feel your energy, and you know that, as big as it is. You pass by people, they don't even pay you no mind because they not even nowhere near picking up that vibration. But the ones that can pick it up is the ones that can pick it up. You have to know that. You might have people look at you and they almost there. They almost there on picking it up. They just look at you and they just, something up with him, something up with her. But they don't know. They can't put their finger on it. But the ones that can, they don't like you at first. You know, like that's how it comes off. That's why you was told that hateful story that you was told by Jesus, man. People crazy, man. Like, we about to get to the bottom of everything. That's all I can say, man. Like, y'all buckle y'all seatbelts up. Buckle y'all seatbelts up, man. Cause look, life as you know it still ain't gonna be life. That's gonna always be the case. So even you star seeds that's woke now, you're gonna have to let go of some beliefs. As high as our beliefs seem like they are over everybody, we just the teachers of this new earth, of the way it's transforming into being. But after that, we got to go up a notch. Next time you come to this planet, you're gonna be on some other shit. You're gonna be on a higher vibration. You're gonna be on to the next teachings. Sooner or later, the Bible not gonna be involved in your life no kind of way. Zero. I know some people don't want to hear that. But I made sure before I said anything that that's what I know. And it's not you getting outside of loving God. That's not it. But everything just, you got to understand that things have a time and a space for us. But we steady advancing. You know, like we have to leave some things. You know, it's like that. It's not just people that can't come with us. It's things that can't come with us also. Protect your energy, protect yourself to and from. Watch your surroundings, damn. Watch what you take in your ear, watch what you give out your mouth. Sorry for taking that long, I didn't realize that, man. Give somebody some words of encouragement, help somebody if you can. Give somebody some words of encouragement if you can. Prophet got words of encouragement, man. Always remember this. If you love God, and you trust God, and you understand that God